Of course, when you tell me, Kola, you cannot do this, you tell me that because you are pitying my condition. Unfortunately for me, I come from a large family, not as large as Mr. Akin's own. They are 18, we are 9. You know, the interesting thing is that of the 9, 8 of us are guys, and the last one is the girl. Of course, my parents were looking for the girl. They got to, I think, the number 5, and they called him Ebenezer. Ebenezer means, thus far as the Lord helped me. So that was supposed to be the last one. And they said, okay, let's try again after, I think, a year or so. And then the other guy was a guy again. So they called him Akintomi. Akintomi means that enough of guys. And then, of course, they tried another one, and it was another guy. And then the next one was another guy. So when they got to that one, they called him Oluwaseun. Yeah? Well, we can't fight God. Let us just thank him. Thank you. So the 8th one also was, is Oluwaseun. I don't know what came over them. They said, let's try one more time. And then the 9th one happened to be a girl. Guess the name they gave her. Her name is Moromoke. All right. Of course, Moromoke means, now we have gotten the child we are looking for. And then we almost told them, so we are just the ones you are not looking for. We were just coming without... All right, you know, so in a house where you have 8 guys, you can imagine. So my father decided to start teaching everyone how to drive. And of course, I'm the 3rd. The first one, the second one, the 4th one, the 5th one. Then I said, Daddy, I too. He said, Kola, you can't drive this car. He said, when you grow up, you will buy a car that is automatic. This is manual. You can't drive it. I don't know what you cannot. I don't know how it always makes me feel. Once I hear you cannot do this, I know the reason why. Because of your leg. And I've told myself, this leg is not going to hinder me in life. The truth is, I taught myself how to drive that car. Even though I almost died the first day I was going to take it off the road. But I taught myself to drive it. Of course, this is the only leg that works. This one is paralyzed. So the left leg works with left hand works with the left leg to press the clutch. So the right leg presses the throttle and the brake. Of course, I use only one hand to drive, so I need to use one hand to quickly change the gear. Use the left hand, press the leg, compress the clutch, change the gear. But of course, the first day I took the car out, it just decided to get to a rail line and decided not to move again. Then the train actually was coming. And of course, it started hooting the horn, and I didn't know what next to do. The car was in gear 3. This was my first time of pushing it out of my father's garage. You know, the way you move it front and back, guys, you just move it and say, yes, I can drive. But this time I just moved on the road, and everybody was saying, get down from this car. And I said, how will I tell Baba Olubodi? I've forgotten that I would have died, Somehow God helped me. The car, I could see the train, it was drawing so close. Then something, the way we always say it, just told me change to gear 1. So I pressed the clutch down. I used this leg to press both the brake and the throttle. So the throttle was high. By the time I pulled the left leg off the clutch, it just jumped. And as it jumped, the train just went behind me. Fume. Of course, I was shaking. But one thing that happened after that time, I just felt God must really be interested in my life.